Hello, children. Today we'll continue with the topic which we were discussing about the functions. We've already done a lot of functions, including trigonometric functions. Then we did inverse of trigonometric functions. And today we are going to discuss about the function which I've written there, greatest, G-R-E, great, G-R-E-A-T-E, I think. It should be GRE, greatest integer function. Greatest integer function should have. It has wrong spelling. I'm going to check it again. Greatest integer function, it is written as GIF. It is written as GIF, and it is always represented, like if I want to represent a function f, it is always represented between a box. This is a box. It's called also a box function. It is also known as box function. It is always put in between a box. It is like a box. It is different from modulus function. Modulus function is just two vertical straight lines, but it is kind of a box. And until unless it is not mentioned, because sometimes we use these brackets also. We use these brackets also. We use this as a bracket also. So until unless it is not mentioned that this is a greatest integer function, we'll not take as GIF. We'll take it as a common bracket. Common bracket. But if it is mentioned that it is a greatest integer function, then we will have to take a greatest integer function. And what is greatest integer function? Actually, a number consists of two parts, integer and fraction. So the integer part of the number is called the will make the greatest integer function. For example, let us take with example you will understand. Suppose it is 2.14, and if I want to find the greatest integer of 2.14, then I will neglect the integral, the different the fractional part, that is 0.14, and it will become 2. Suppose it is 2.34, even then it will remain 2. Suppose it is 2.7, it will remain 2. It is 2.9, it will remain 2 only. If it is 2.99, it will remain 2 only. Suppose it reaches 2.9999999, even then it will remain 2. The best way to find the greatest integer function is use the number line. Use the number line. For example, draw the number line. Whichever thing is given, for example, here it is given suppose this is 1, I mark it as 1, I mark it as 2, I mark it as 3. Suppose I have to 2.14 somewhere here. What we do is, whatever the number is given, if we want to find the greatest integer function of that, we move to the left on the number line. And the first integer which you find will be the greatest integer function. If you move to the left from 2.14, the first integer on the number line is 2. So 2 is the integer. 2 is the greatest integer. For example, if it is 2.34, it is 2. If it is 2.7, if you move, suppose 2.7 is somewhere here. So if you move from 2.7 towards left on the number line, then the first number which you come across, first integer which you come across is 2. So 2 is the greatest integer function. For example, 2.9999, or we move very close to 3, but it is never equal to 3, 2.99999, whatever. It will be 2 only. Suppose it is 2, then greatest integer function is 2 only. Because if you, that is only integer only, 2 is integer, there is no fractional part in it. So any number which is between 2 and 3, not, it includes 2 but it does not include 3. That means something like that. 2 is included but 3 is not included. The greatest integer function in this range will be equal to 2. What I am saying, just pay attention. 2 is included but 3 is not included. Every number between 2 and 3 is included. All the real numbers between 2 and 3 are included. We are discussing real valued functions. A real valued function. So between 2 and 3, all the numbers leaving 3 is the greatest integer function will be equal to 2. Like I showed here, 2.14 is 2, 2.34 is 2, 2.7 is 2, 2.9 is 2, 2.99 is 2. Let's take some more example in terms of 1. Suppose it is 1.07. It will be 1 only. Suppose it is 1.25. It is 1 only. If it is 1.75, it will be 1 only. Because between 1 and 2, wherever you take the number, suppose I have taken the number here 1.75, I'll have to move towards left. I'll have to move towards left, and the first integer which I find on the number line, that will give me the greatest integer function. For example, 1.75. If I move from 1.75 on the number line to the left, then it will be 1. Suppose it is 1.99999999, whatever, it will be 1 only. If it is not 2, greater than equal to 1, greater than equal to 1, and less than 2, greater than equal to 1 and less than 2, it will be 1 only. So we will say like, what will we say? Between 1 and 2, x will be, greatest integer function will be 1. And if it is an integer itself, for example, if I say 10, so obviously it will be 10 only. Greatest integer function of the integer is the integer itself. Greatest integer of the function, greatest integer of integer is integer itself. Suppose it is 9.75, so it will be 9. If it is 10.234, it will be 10, because you will find the number, whatever integer you are given to find the greatest integer function for, you will place it on the number line, move to the nearest, move to the left, and first integer which you find will be the number itself. So like it is 1 to 2 is this, 2 to 3 is that. Similarly, if I say 4 to 5, that means 4 is included, 5 is not included, the greatest integer will be 4. Suppose it is 5 to 6, the greatest integer will be 5. Suppose it is 6 to 7. Please notice the bracket. One bracket is closed bracket, one bracket is open bracket. So positive number, the same thing will happen with negative. I'll just discuss with negative number also. Like we discussed all the positive numbers just now, greater than 1. Any number which is greater than 0 is positive. For example, if I say 0.75, 0.75, so it will be 0. Notice here, it is 0 here, it is 1 here. So between 0 and 1, 0.75 will be somewhere here. We move to the left, and the first integer on the left side is 0. Suppose it is 0.999999. It will be 0 only. And of course, if it is 0, then it is of course 0. So, if it is anything between 0 to 1, it will be 0. Greatest integer will be this. Now let's talk of the negative number. Let me draw the number line and show it to you to make it easier for you. It'll be very easy. It's very easy for you to understand using the number line. For example, it is 0. Now it is -1. It is -2. It is -3. I'm just taking these examples. Suppose the number is less than 0. Less than 0. If it is less than 0, suppose I say -0.5. If it is -0.5, again the method will remain the same. Method will remain the same. Method will remain the same. That when we are moving from whatever greatest integer you want to find of the given number, for example, you want to find -0.5, greatest integer of -0.5. So what are you going to do? From that number, you will move to the left on the number line. You will move to the left on the number line, and when you move on the left of the number line, the first integer which you come across is -1. So this is the greatest integer. Suppose it is between -1 and -2. Suppose -1.75. It will be how much? It will be -2. If it is -1.999, it will be -2. You must locate that number. You must locate that number on the number line. You must locate that number on the number line and then move to the left. And then move to the left. Whatever you get the first integer on the number line, that is your greatest integer function. For example, if it becomes -2, which is integer itself, it will be -2. So now what is happening is, suppose between -2, sorry, anything, suppose we start with from -1 to -2, -1 to -2. You're moving from -1 to -2. That means you're moving to the left. -1 will remain -1. -1 will remain -1. -2, and let's take it -1. You're moving, but we will not be moving this way. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It will be how much? It will be -2 only. It will be -2 only. It will be -2 only. Wherever the number is there, suppose the number is there in between -1 and -2, you will move to the left. If the number is between -2 and -3 here, you will move to the left. So it will not be -2. It will not be -2, but it will be -3. The greatest integer function will be, the greatest integer will be always on the left of the given number or on the integer itself if it is an integer. If it is an integer, then it will remain on the integer, otherwise it will be like this. So whether it is plus or minus, the best way, the best approach to approach the greatest integer function is to pick your number, whatever the number is given, put it on the number line, move to the left, move to the left. If it is not an integer, if it is an integer, then you are on the integer itself. But if it is not integer, then move to the left and find the first immediate integer that will give you the greatest integer function. Now let us plot the graph of this. Let's try and plot the graph of this function. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is 1 here. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Between, we have to go up also. 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Between 0 and 1, it will be always 0. So it is closed here. It's an open bracket. Now suppose the value of x becomes greater than 1 but less than 2. If the value becomes greater than 1 but less than 2, then it will come here like this. This will be always all the numbers between 2 and 1, less than 2, greater than 1 will have the greatest integer function as 1. Now let's move further up between 2 and 3. Here what will become? The function will become between, this is the number between 2 and 3. This is the number between 2 and 3. The number between 2 and 3 which is greater than equal to 2 but less than equal to 3. The greatest integer function will be 2, not 3. And similarly, if I move up here, when it becomes, it will take the value 3. And similarly here what will happen is, any number which is taken between 0 and minus 1, any number which is taken between 0 and minus 1, the greatest integer function will be minus 1. Any value which is taken between minus 1 and minus 2, any value which is taken between minus 1 and minus 2, the greatest integer function will be minus 2 only. The greatest integer function will be minus 2. Between minus 2 and minus 3, it will be always like this. This is called greatest integer function graph. It is also called step up function. GIF is also known as step up function. It is also known as step up function. It is also known as step up function. If you notice, if I join this, Let me take a scale and join it. It will be a straight line if I join all these points. Actually, it should be coming here. It will be passing through 0 also. But since I'm not joining, it's a rough thing because it will not pass through here. Otherwise, it should be passing through here also and joining everywhere correctly. Correctly speaking, these all points which are dark should be, if they are joined, they'll join and form a straight line. They'll form a straight line if they're joined. So what you notice is that this is called step-up function. Please understand, whatever number is given, a number can be given in the form of integer also, a number can be given as fraction also, and integer also, mixed number also. That means it is fraction as well as the whole number. So what we see is we locate the point on the number line and then we move from that particular number to the left on the number line, to the left on the number line. Whatever is the first immediate integer on the left of the number, that becomes greatest integer function. You have to be careful about negative number, but you will be very comfortable with negative numbers also if you follow the number line, because the number line, whether negative or positive, you are moving to the left. There is no change in the movement of your movement. When you have to find the greatest integer, you always move to the left of the given number. Whose greatest integer you want to find, you locate that on the number line, move to the left. And when moving on the left, you find first integer immediately to the left. First immediate integer to the left of that number, and that will give you the greatest integer function. I have shown you the graph also. It's a broken graph. It's not a continuous graph. It's a broken graph. So there is no. It is not differentiable. This function is not differentiable. It is not continuous. It is not continuous because there is a break in this graph. So it is not differentiable. Domain is set of natural numbers. Domain is set of natural numbers because all natural numbers can take, and the range will be only integers. Range are only integers. Range is set of integer because on y, what will you get? What are you getting on y side? You're getting 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 0, 0, minus 10. So what is the domain here? Domain for this function is set of real numbers because they can take any value. But range is set of integers. Set of integers. There will be only integers. They will integers. That does your greatest integer function. It's a very interesting function to study and to learn. You must learn this. Thank you.